Hello everyone. Today I'll present the third part of IR spectroscopy, in which the discussion will be carried out on instrumentation and application of IR spectroscopic method. Along with that, briefly I'll discuss about analysis of IR spectrum. Let's begin. This is the schematic diagram of IR instrument. Broadly it is divided into four parts: source, monochromator, sample and detector. Source is always some form of filament which is maintained at red or white heat by an electric current. Usually two common sources are used: Nernst filament or Glauber filament. Next one is optical path or monochromator. The beam from the source is guided and focused to sample through a window made of polished mineral salt, that is sodium chloride or potassium bromide, because it is transparent to higher radiation, whereas glass absorbs most of it. In modern instrument, rotating grating is used to get much better resolving power. Next, sample. Three states of sample, that is solid, liquid or gas, can be analyzed by IR spectroscopic method. For solid sample, the sample is usually grinded very finely with KBr. As we know, KBr is transparent to IR radiation, or sometimes sample is grinded with paraffin oil or Nusol to prepare a mull and then analyzed. In case of liquid sample, it is held between plates of polished mineral salt and analyzed. And for gaseous sample, pressure requirement is up to 1 atmosphere and sample is kept in a long glass cell which is about 5 to 10 centimeter in length, where windows are made up of rock salt. Next one is detector. Two main types are commonly used, one sensing the heating effect of radiation and another on the photoconductivity. The radiation falls on the sample and changes observed is directly recorded in transmittance. As from previous video, we have the idea about frequency range of IR, and we know that 4000 to 400 centimeter inverse is the mid-IR region. Here, the chart shows the range of frequency absorbed due to corresponding stretching and bending of functional group. So in IR spectra, when we observe absorption or transmittance at any certain frequency, then presence of corresponding functional group is evident from that spectra. Let's analyze a sample using its IR spectra. This is the IR spectral pattern of toluene. In this graph, x-axis denotes wave number in centimeter inverse and y-axis denotes transmittance in percentage. One thing to mention that in some cases with respect to absorbance also, IR spectra can be plotted. As we have already discussed that frequency at higher side represents stretching and lower side bending of the bond, as stretching requires more energy than bending, which is also evident from the spectra. In the spectra, frequency bands are denoted with corresponding stretching or bending activity of specific functional group. If it was not given, with the help of frequency chart of IR range, anyone can analyze the functional group present in any IR active compound. In case of toluene, we can see that from the stretching frequency at 3032 centimeter inverse, it corresponds to CH stretching frequency, which is related to the aromatic system. Then 1614, these are the stretching frequency for the aromatic system but for CC bond. As we know that stretching frequency is related to the reduced mass. So if reduced mass is increasing, the stretching frequency will decrease. As in case of CC, the reduced mass is more rather than CH. Thus, the stretching frequency of carbon-carbon bond is lower than that of the stretching frequency of carbon-hydrogen bond. Again, we can see the bending frequency is observed in quite lower side, as if 735 centimeter inverse or 1035 centimeter inverse. One more example I have taken to analyze the compound. In this spectra, it is the spectra of ethanol. We can show the presence of broad band near 3300 centimeter inverse region corresponds to OH stretching frequency. This band is quite important to analyze, as presence of water or alcohol can be analyzed promptly, which has an important aspect in industrial applications. Different applications of IR spectroscopy are discussed here. The primary application is definitely determining the presence of functional group in any compound and thus structural elucidation out of it. Other than that, IR had immense industrial application in pharma, perfume, and food industry. In forensic analysis also, analyzing spectral pattern is important. From the width of application range, we can understand the importance of IR spectroscopy in our life. So, this is the end of our brief journey with IR spectroscopy. So, in this third part of my video, we have discussed about instrumentation and application of IR spectroscopy. Along with that, briefly I have discussed about the analysis of a IR spectral pattern. In my upcoming videos, we will continue our journey with discussion of other spectroscopic techniques. Be with me. Till then, bye. If you like the content of my videos, please do like, share and subscribe. Thank you for watching.